So, I'm kicking off a YouTube channel because I'm Batman, and Batman plays video games. And I figured that if I'm starting a YouTube channel, I want to start it with a game that I really like. This game's called Qvadriga, and it's basically Ben-Hur the video game, where you kill people on a chariot and then race them. In that order. Supposedly. Yeah. So, I figure let's start it with a single race before I play a campaign. And, because I really got to kind of relearn how to play the game. You get to pick what part of the Roman Empire you're from. Where you have the Roman Empire, or sorry, the Roman army, the priests, the nobles, so rich people, the, I guess, communists, the horse breeders, traders, and the politicians, because they can afford the rich purple dye, because purple is the best. And each one of these comes with a set of special skills. The star makes it easier to turn. It's basically making your guy better. The horse decreases the risk of getting killed. The endurance is speed you lose because of injuries. A lot of these have the same ones, like the heart, the star. Lightning bolt is chariot acceleration. The thing is speed. I guess the mouse is speed. Yeah, you get the point. We'll learn through it as the campaign goes on. So I'm gonna be the purple people because purple people eaters win. And this is a race, so I'm gonna go speed, speed, turning, and speed. Oh, that's all I can do. There are two kinds of tracks. There's the U and there's the oval, which is the more traditional racetrack nowadays. The U basically gives you a running start, and then you race along an oval just like normal. The oval starts mid-track, just like a NASCAR race would, where you start at 0 speed, and then you keep going and going until the race is over. I like the U better, because getting a running start is kind of cool. Normal difficulty, hard difficulty, very hard. Let's start at normal, because I kind of suck at this. I don't know what the difference here is, but let's race. We'll find out. The graphics are absolutely superb. Crisis can suck it. Qvadriga has the best. So this is a turn-based game, and basically each turn you pick an action. You start from 0 speed no matter what, but as you can see, this is kind of blank. So over here is the track, and this other part's just where you get that running start. Like I said, from the very beginning you only have 2 options. You have accelerate, which is shaking the reins, your normal speed up, and you have whip, where you whip the horses to get kind of a boost, but you have a danger of hurting the horses, which can speed down a lot later in the race, so it's kind of risk-reward thing. Let's go for it. Let's just whip the horses to hell and see what they do, because I'm kind of at a disadvantage here being on the outside of the track, so that means each turn I have to travel longer than every other rider. I mean, it's a circle circumference thing. You should have paid attention in math class. Yeah. So whip the horses. Let's go. Everybody's kind of chosen to whip the horses from the very beginning. Let's see if any of them are going to pay for it. Wow, that guy's breaking away. Let's keep whipping. Whip it. Whip it good. Ah, that guy hurt his weakest horse. So that's going to hurt him later. You can only go as fast as your weakest horse. Now, I've got pretty good horses. They're all pretty even. So do these guys. So let's see what happens when we hit the line. That guy's breaking away and he's on the inside, so he has a huge advantage. So I'm slightly ahead of this guy. He's already whipped his horse. He's already hurt him. So I'm slightly ahead of him. So I'm going to be the asshole that I am, because Batman's an asshole. And I can crash him, which can hurt the horses or break the chariot, depending on your placement. Or I can whip him, which has the chances of slowing down his horse or speeding up his horse to the point where he might overturn his chariot during a turn on the track. So that can be extremely dangerous. Whipping is a little uncontrollable, so I'm just going to crash and try to kill that horse. SPCA can kiss my ass. There we go. There's one. Oh, he's whipping the other guy too, so he didn't even look at me. So now I don't have to worry about him. That horse is nearly finished. One of the other riders is probably going to kill it during the race anyway. I got to worry about catching up with this guy, because unless he turns himself over during the race, I mean, we're done. That guy's going to win, no matter how many laps it is. If he's smart and controls his chariot, we're done for. So I'm still on the outside. I need to get in a place where I can travel faster. You get to turn into different lanes on the track. And this one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes. So nobody's overlapping yet, except for these two. The inner lane is good if you are so slow you don't have to worry about turning over. But I kind of want to stay in the middle here because I'm going pretty darn fast. In fact, I'm going to accelerate even more, just to get to my top speed. And hopefully, I actually wanted to stay behind that guy. Damn it. Crap. Well, let's see if he whips his horse or does anything weird. I'm going to try and go over to the left, too. The thing is he tries to if he tries to go to the right and I try to go to the left, he's probably going to get the priority, and I'm going to be stuck on the outside, so I'm going to be going slower than everybody else. But let's try to go to the left 2 lanes, so I'll be where he is, and hope that he goes to the left or he speeds up and whips his horse or something weird happens. Oh, he tried to go to the right, but I got priority for some reason. I'm not sure why. And we start turning. Now the green during the turn means that I'm fine. The only thing is he's inside of me, and so he's going to pass me during the turn. I have a choice to make here. I can be an asshole, and I can try to kill his horses or him, or I can protect myself. I can watch out and avoid aggressions, or I can ensure stability, but since the entire thing is green across the turn, I don't think I'm going to roll my chariot. What would Batman do? Try to kill him. Alright, well, I'm going to try and whip him to hit his horses and try and get him to speed up, which will either roll his chariot or make him run into this guy here, which will damage his horses. So let's see what happens. There we go. I hit his horse twice. That's awesome. So he's now drastically slowed down, just like this guy, because you're only as fast as your slowest horse. Now, I'm able to crank 2 lanes to the left, kind of hold him back, he whipped his horses to try and speed up, but I cut him off and he ran into the back of my chariot. So that was a wasted turn for him. I'm in third place now, and I'm going to try and hit my max speed again. And he's still slower than me, and he's whipping his horses. So I no longer have to worry about him whatsoever. Now this I have to worry about. I'm going full speed on the inside middle of the track. Now this red means that that is a danger area. If I hit this turn at this speed, I will roll my chariot. However, I can ensure stability and be risky. It won't hurt my horses or anything, but rolling your chariot is an instant death, basically. And you spend a couple turns dragging along the ground to either try and finish the race, or you run off the track and hope you don't get hit. Hope you don't get hit by the other guys. I'm a little nervous about this, so I'm gonna go one lane to the outside and hope it's not too risky without ensuring stability. So let's see what happens. Channel the spirit of Batman. Oh, that's actually very good. I'm just going to ensure stability because whipping my horses still has a chance to roll it. The darker green means that it's not entirely safe, so I'm going to ensure stability and just make sure nothing funky happens. So I'm faster than this guy. It's kind of obvious that this guy over here, he's going to win the race. These little dolphins here, the 3 dolphins mean the laps you're on. And same thing with these 3 dots over there. Sorry, the mouse control is kind of weird. You can't steady the camera in one spot. You have to actively be scrolling. So what I'm going to do, because this guy's slower than me, is I'm going to just watch for aggressions and hope he doesn't cut me off. Ah, there we go. He did change lanes, but he only changed 1 lane, so I'm probably going to be catching up to him. And I'm going to try and kill him. Ah, he tried to turn into my lane. Ah, I slowed his horses. There we go. So I'm in second. I'm probably going to stay in second. And this is good. You don't have to be in first in chariot racing. It's about surviving the race. First place makes a lot of money. Second place makes a little bit less. Third place a little bit less. But as long as you win a quote-unquote medal, first, second, or third, then you're set. I'm going to ensure stability because the last thing I want to do is wreck around the corner and lose this race. I'm going to be taking the rest of the race safely, because it's kind of obvious that none of them are going to catch up to me. They are innately slower than me, even when they're whipping their horses. So I'm set. All I got to do is survive. Okay, he's faster than me when he's whipping his horses, but he still might damage his horses. Whipping the horses is kind of risky. I'm hoping the guy in first place rolls his chariot. Whoa, okay. That's, someone rolled their chariot. Now, anything that happens on the course, whether a horse dies or a guy dies or something, the debris is left on the track. So anybody inside of me right now will hit that chariot and damage their own chariot or possibly throw their guy off their chariot, and it's a massive game changer to hit any debris left on the track. Oh my god, see, that's what happened. he tried to go too fast. Now, that's a problem for me because that debris is in my lane. So I either have to go outside really slow, or I have to slow down inside and possibly roll my chariot or hit that debris. So I got to make a choice when going around there next time. And whenever you roll your chariot, you get dragged along the ground like that. So he has a risk of dying, but in his actions right here, he can either hold on and try to finish the race while like taking damage from being dragged along the ground by horses, or he can let go and make a run for the outside of the track. The only thing is when you roll your chariot, it's not the end of the world unless somebody's right behind you. You get trampled by horses and it's insta-death. And it's kind of sad and funny at the same time to see that happen, especially when nobody has a choice to run for it. Whenever there's a guy right behind him or right outside of him, he's either going to be trampled or he's going to let go, run for the outside, and get hit by the other chariot. And that happens more often than you'd expect. So just why not? Let's whip the horses, try to make a run for the end of the race. Hope something funky happens to the guy in front of us. Ah, see, he made a run for it. And it's safe because there's nobody right behind him. Oh, I hit my slowest horse. Oh my god, I can... Let's see. Let's whip the horses again. This guy's slowing down. Or maybe that's a guy I lapped. I don't know. No, that's the first place guy. Let's do this. Bring it, bitch. I'm going to ensure stability. You know what? Here's what's going to happen. I have green all around this turn, which means I'll probably have yellow around the turn inside, and it'll make me faster. So at the risk of rolling my chariot on the last turn, because I'm pretty sure this is the last straightaway and I don't have to worry about hitting that debris, let's go for it. Let's go all out, because obviously this guy damaged his horses somehow through whipping them or something. So that just shows how late game races are so important. I'm going to try and go left, and let's see if I roll my chariot or he cuts me off. Oh, he's trying to cut me off. Oh, and I hit him, and it slowed down my horses. That's a smart decision by him, because now I'm at a slower speed, and all I can do is I have to waste 2 turns, because I have to waste a turn changing lanes and then accelerate, because I can't accelerate with hitting him or without hitting him, because that'll instantly slow me down more than him. So let's gun for it. I'm going to take the inside. Oh, man. This computer's smart. Let's go for it. Last part of the race. I hope he kills his horse, but I don't think that's going to happen. One lane inside. He might cut me off. Oh, God. This is going to come down neck and neck. Oh, he got me. Let's whip the horse. And I hit that. He slows me down, but I get a good solid second. And that's Qvadriga. Now, individual races are so much fun. There's a ton of different tracks, a ton of different sizes, ovals, U-shapes, but the campaign is where it shines. The campaign, killing one horse can set one of your guys back 2-3 races if you don't have the money. You get 3 riders total. Each different thing on your chariot has 3 different skill levels: riders, chariots, horses. You have to manage money. You have to manage who goes when. You have to manage when you or where you are. It's awesome. And basically your goal is to go to Rome and win at the Circus Maximus, which is harder than you think. It takes a little grinding to get there, but it's so much fun. I'm so happy with a second place finish, because I mean, getting third place is really hard. You either get killed, you get last, or you get first or second, because the computers are so smart. They know exactly when to do what to screw you over. But the good thing is that they don't just do it to you. I mean, they're actively competing with everyone on the track. So it feels fair, which is great. Not a lot of video games feel fair. Either the AI is like Superman Arma 2. What? Or they're just so stupid that they run in circles. Oblivion. Yeah. Alright, so that was Qvadriga, and pretty much the second video is going to be a starting campaign that's going to kick off my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy watching my videos. Hit the like if you like it. If you don't, you've probably turned it off by now. So, see you later. Thanks.